So, my name is Andrew Cowley, and my best friend was Stephen Bettany. We met back at Whiteheath Infant School in 1968, which is 55 years ago, and we've been best friends ever since. Sadly, Steve passed away on the 12th of May this year, 2023, and has left a huge hole in my life. I spent 2 weeks cleaning his flat out and sorting through his things, and that was really hard. I'm not sure how I did it, but I got through it. There was a lot of tears, a lot of heartache. So his funeral's on the 13th of June. That's sorted. Most of the policies and paperwork's been sorted. The hard part is the mornings. There's not much to do. I get up early. I wake up at 5, 6 o'clock sometimes and stare into space. I just sit there like a zombie. It's really hard. And the main thought that goes through my head is, what do I do now? Because pretty much everything was, I did with Steve. Best man at my wedding. Hung out at the weekends, on the nights. We did the role playing together. We did work together. We went on trips pretty much every weekend when the weather was nice. We did the photography together. And that's gone now. That's been taken away. And I'm finding it difficult to see the fun going forward in day-to-day life. It's really going to be difficult. I had an epiphany a few days ago. I was sitting in my zombie-like state, and I thought I can either take this and let it ruin my life. I can, never wash, sit in one place, mope, and stop being a human being in sadness and sorrow and, missing him. Or, I can take the things that are inherited from him and move on and use them, like the cameras that he left me and the computers and things like that, and make something good out of them. We started working on a campaign together before he died, so I could work on that. Keep that going. I could do some photography and travel different places. So another guy, Matt Roberts, we used to go on holiday together with me, Steve and Matt, Tenerife mostly, but we did some little trips in this country as well. And I've been seeing Matt quite a bit, and it's nice because I know Matt misses Steve as well. And you don't have to explain, you just know, If I'm with somebody else, it's like, oh, how are you? Are you alright? Oh, must be difficult. And it's too much. But when I'm with Matt, I don't have to do that. I don't have to explain. I don't have to go through it, We can both have a good laugh about Steve and some of the things he did. And we get on okay. We've spent time together on holiday, so we get on okay. So going forward, I think national heritage sites, landscape photography, enjoying maybe definitely a Tenerife visit to Alastair is what Steve would have wanted. And there's other things in plans, trip up north, maybe see the Northern Lights, maybe a safari. There's things in the works that keep me interested, and they've given me some hope going forward that I'm not just going to be a sweaty zombie mess that just can't do anything. Fingers crossed for the future. Miss you, Steve. Funeral's going to be difficult for me, but I'll do my best to try and not be, somebody who embarrasses themselves with tears and sobbing, because I've done a lot of that. 55 years is a long time to be with somebody every day and then have them taken away. It's probably a worse loss than my parents, to be honest with you. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my parents, but I spent more time with Steve than I did with my parents. We had more in common, we did more together. It's a really hard loss to take. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm trying my best at the moment. Fingers crossed. I'll still be here next time I do a video. But if I'm not here, I can't do the video, can I? So that was a stupid thing to say, but I'm hoping I'm sticking around. Originally, when he was diagnosed, because he had cancer, when he was diagnosed, it was bad. It was bad. He had an operation on it to have his colon removed for the bowel cancer. Sounded like that would worked. He had an operation to reconnect him. Sounded like that had worked. And then they said it's moved into your lungs and your kidney, both lungs. And they give him like 6 months. And that was 5 years ago. 7 years ago? 7 years ago. And it weren't even the cancer that killed him. He hurt his arm and through a clot which went to the lungs, and that's what killed him. So he always said the cancer wouldn't get him, and it didn't. He said something stupid would get him, and it did. And I'm looking forward to seeing him again when it's my time. That's all.